my
Yes.
dear. Teacher Tameka, how are you
Hello.
doing today?
I am well. I'm well. I'm here with Vice Principal Zion. Hey,
And how
baby.
can you say hi? Hi, Sion.
Say hi. Say hello. Bye bye.
No, I think
Nope.
I think I think
She's
Zaza
so
is
disciplined, right?
she's just here and she is overwatching all of our students today that are tuning in. Wow, we have a huge group of students, and she would like to keep all of you guys in order to make sure that you're tuned in and listening and watching and learning all about this fabulous webinar putting on today. There she is. I think she agrees with everything I say. Okay, Teacher Tameka, I'm going to let you take it from here, and I'm going to sit back, listen, and learn.
All right. How is everyone doing? Good morning, spoiled agent. Thank you, Kelly. Good day, spoiled agents. I'm so happy that we have still the opportunity to gather together via this medium that spoiled agent has for us to connect and learn, right? And on behalf of my tourism board, my colleagues, I would really like to express how grateful we are for you, excellent travel professionals who have been steering the ship for your clients and for yourselves. Just keep your head up, keep your chin up, and we will all get through this together. All right, so as you can see here, school is in session. I hope you would have grabbed your seats, the best seat, the best view in the classroom. I know where I am, right? So, as Antiguans would say, school call in. And now we should have General Assembly. School is in session. Okay, so for today's class, we are going to look at our timetable. We are going to have a bit of geography right now. Maths is a little bit after that, which is right now. So geography is actually right now. Math is right now. Recess will be soon. We'll have a bit of physical education later, library skills a little later, and the last one would be our exam time. That is pretty much the way in which Antigans tell time when they're referring to how they will be able to do something for you. So if someone from Antigua says they could do something right now, the expression has much urgency, and repeating the word right twice shows that it's going to happen. But I can assure you, if an Antiguan or Barbudan tells you that they're going to do something for you a little later, it's 85% of a chance that it will actually happen. Right now that we're gathered here together, I wanted to also bring to your attention that we have two students that we had to expel. We have expelled Covidia and Covidiot, as we have found them to be fighting with little immuno, and they keep on disrupting our travel and tourism courses. So we are going to expel them. They're out of school. And for Quarantino, he has been suspended until he has a better understanding as to what social distancing is. So I'm going to dismiss you guys now from General Assembly and off to your classes, off to geography.
Welcome everyone to geography class.
Hi, teacher.
Now this is going to be an interesting session because we are going on a virtual field trip. Yes, I said a virtual field trip, but you have to remember you cannot tell Teacher Tameka or Teacher Kyle about this because we have a strict social distancing policy in place. But because it's virtual, we can do it, right? Yes, we can. So we're about to go on a catamaran to do a circumnavigation tour. And this is one of the highly recommended ways of seeing the island because, some islands, they are purely volcanic, so they're all mountains, while others are purely coral. So they all, the land mass is very flat. But the unique thing about Antigua and Barbuda is we are a combination of both. So it makes a very interesting scenery. So as we make our way around the island to the northeastern section, that's the limestone region, you will see a collection of offshore islands. And these islands are made of coral. And you will notice a lot of sailing yachts are anchored in the bay because it's protected. And as a result of the islands being uninhabited, it makes way for them to unwind, in a natural setting. The rich biodiversity of the place as well offers many educational tours. You can do kayaking through the mangroves, learn about the flora and fauna. You may also be able to glimpse a few nesting birds, the brown pelican, the tropic bill bird, all of that. But before we leave here, I want you to know that it's a place that you can swim with the stingrays, and that is something that we don't do every day. So it's very fun. Um, at the bottom of the picture, I want to introduce you to one of our natural. It's called Hell's Gate Island. It's one of the natural limestone bridges we have in Antigua and Barbuda. And although it's not as popular as the much heralded San Francisco Bridge, we think it's more fascinating because you can actually swim there, you can get a suntan, so many fun things you can do there, but you cannot drive on it. But it will become very popular soon because it was one of the spots filmed in the recently filmed Wendy movie, which is a spin-off from the Peter Pan series. So get accustomed to it. Now, I know I sound a bit winded because things have escalated a bit. We're now strolling up the emerald slopes of Antigua. And I mentioned earlier that we are a combination of coral and volcanic. This is the volcanic side. And there are lots of opportunities for hiking in that region. There are trails that you can undertake on by yourself, or you could do it through organized tours. But to top it off, we are now at Shirley's Heights. Now, this place provides one of the most impeccable vistas, not only in the region, but we would reckon to say in the world. And it is the home of the longest running party in the Eastern Caribbean, more than 30 years, and it happens every Sunday. So that is something that you may want to check out once you're in Antigua. Now, I hope you're not seasick because we're now going on a ferry to Barbuda. Now, this island, it will not unveil over the horizon right away because it's flat. So when we get there, that's when you will see it. And we're here now. We're going over to the mangrove. It has one of the most impressive and vast wetlands in the Caribbean, which makes it a haven for marine life. You could get conch, you could get lobster. Barbuda is very popular for seafood. The area is also, it makes it a haven for the frigate bird. As you can see, that's our national bird atop the picture. It is the largest frigate bird sanctuary in the Western Hemisphere. That's the only place in the Caribbean you will get that setting, right? And talk about social distancing, that is the lifestyle in Barbuda. And we have a famous saying that, you would find more donkeys in Barbuda than people. So, it becomes natural. It's a place you can really unwind. It's a place that you can be on the beach and not see anybody. And, our geography makes all that a special place. Now, before we leave Barbuda, we have to talk about the beaches. We have 365, but we just don't have white sand beaches. We have golden sands. But in Barbuda, you can find pink sandy beaches. But to make this all special, Antigua and Barbuda receives the lowest rainfall, well, amongst the lowest rainfall in the region. So that means you could have an uninterrupted vacation. More days of rays, less days of rays. Now, as we make our way back over to Antigua, I want everyone to remove the sands from your feet because remember, we cannot let Teacher Tameka and Teacher Kyle know about this. Remove the sand, wipe the salt from your face, and get ready for Teacher Kyle's class. Over to
All right, so it's time for math class, and I know math is everyone's favorite subject, right? Okay, in today's class, we are going to be teaching you numbers, some very big and important numbers as it relates to Antigua and Barbuda. So the first number we want to look at is 4.5. 4.5 is the approximate number of hours it takes to get from Toronto Pearson Airport to the VC Bird International Airport in Antigua. If you're coming from Montreal, it is about 5 hours that it takes to get there. And that trip actually is quicker than it would take you to get from the west to the east coast within Canada. So not a bad trip at all. And in no time, you and your clients can get your vacation started. Our next big number is 45, and that's the approximate number of minutes it takes to get from point A to B in Antigua and Barbuda, max time. There's really no place in Antigua and Barbuda that's far. Antigua is a very small, cozy island, and that just makes it great for a vacation because you can leave your hotel and you can quickly get to a restaurant or to a beach, and it won't take you any time at all. Now, as far as it goes in terms of exploration, you can let your clients know that they are completely free to drive in Antigua and Barbuda. They just need to get a temporary driver's license, which can be had from our transport board for $20. And while you're in Antigua, you can definitely utilize Google Maps. Google Maps is pretty accurate. It can get you around the island safely, no problem. Another tip is just to remember to drive on the left side of the road. In Antigua, we still drive like the British on the left, not on the right like you do in Canada. So just something to keep in mind. And of course, Antiguans and Barbudans, we're very friendly people. So while you're there, feel free to ask anyone for directions, and they will take the time out of their day to help you to get to where you're going. All right, now for a quick arithmetic lesson. 1 plus 1 is 2, and Antigua and Barbuda is the perfect place for two people in love. You can actually get married here in under 24 hours. You just need to have a few documents. Of course, you need to have a valid government ID, and if you've been divorced, you need a decree of a divorce, and if you're a widow, you would need the death certificate of the spouse that passed. And once you pay your license fees and you have an officiator, you are free to get married. Now, once you're married in Antigua, it's the perfect place to have a honeymoon. Antigua actually for many years has been rated the most romantic island in the Caribbean, and we do live up to that reputation. There are many resorts on the island from Galley Bay, Cocos, Coco Bay, Sandals that are adults only. And we know that sometimes you want to have a vacation where it's just adults on the resort. Well, Antigua has lots of that on offer for you. As we say, you can make them at the resort, but you can't take them. And we're referring to babies. All right, so that is our math lesson for the day. And we're just about to go to recess. But before we do that, I know Teacher Tameka wants to take a look in your lunch kits.
Yes, yes, students. Come on, open those lunch bags, open those lunch kits. Let Teacher Tameka see what you have there. Let us see. Come on. What's there now? All right, I'm not seeing anybody's lunch bag open. Teacher Kelly? All right, okay, all right. So,
Yes.
okay, I have some stubborn students here. The bag is now open. Let me see what's here. All right, okay, no problem. I'm seeing here some, okay, some fungi and pepper pot over here in the corner. Let me see that one, fungi and pepper pot. Okay, so fungi is and pepper pot is our national dish of Antigua and Barbuda. It's actually a stew of vegetables and meat. You know, back in the day, our parents couldn't do lasagna and spare ribs and all of that on any good day. So you would just put everything together and you just do a one pot meal, which is quite healthy. So whatever the vegetables that are in the refrigerator, the meats that you would have seasoned before you would have wanted to throw them out, the best thing to do is to bang a one pot and nothing tal bang good so. All right. So some of my travel agents, they know the phrase "ibang good," and that's what happens when you have a good pot of pepper pot from Antigua. Then I see down there, okay, John, it looks like you have your dukan and saltfish. You're ready for Easter. That's what we usually have for Easter lunch. Okay, but in Antigua, we debate whether or not we should have dukana with or without raisins. Well, you know what? We can send you guys the recipe and you can tell us if it tastes better with or without raisins. How about that? Oh my, I'm seeing there that somebody stopped at the bread shop. Oh wow, you're having Antigua's next national dish, which is actually bread and cheese or bun and cheese. Oh my, nothing tastes good. So when you have a hot bread, butter and cheese or bun and cheese from the bakery next door, all right. Now it's very easy to stay hydrated in Antigua because you could just go at the side of the road and pick whatever the fruit is you need, whether you're gonna have some lemonade, some limeade, some passion fruit juice. I see somebody has sorrel here, looking good, looking good. All right. Um, Suzette, open your bag there. I'm seeing that you have a Wadadley beer, but you okay. Suzette has Wadadley beer, which is Antigua's national local beer. All right. And then I see somebody with a rum punch talking about it has a splash of English Harbor rum, which is Antigua's rum. I mean, under the circumstances, I will allow it, but please don't make it a habit. Or, you know what? Do what you gotta do. A little bit is good for the stomach. All right. Now I see somebody has a sweet tooth. Oh, that's so nice. A little treat. I guess your grandma created that for you, which is a little bit of peanut and sugar with some spices, and it's all that's nice and not bad at all. Anyways, run on now to recess, have your lunch, and I'm sure that Coach Shamoy will be ready to whip us back in shape to burn those calories in a second.
Well, I've watched everyone from this side enjoying those scrumptious meals. I wasn't able to participate, wasn't able to join the feast, but I'm going to join you in burning the calories right now. So, and let me tell you, everyone is going to be involved. Whether you're going to spectate or participate, we're all going to be involved in this. So let us start off with cricket, which is one of our traditional sports played in the region and Antigua as well. If you want to learn how to play cricket, the opportunities on the beach side where you will see the locals playing it. You could learn to play there as well as mingling with the locals. So it's the best of both worlds. We have produced some international cricketers. One is our national hero, and every year we host international cricket events. It's somewhat similar to baseball, but it's a bit more exciting because we put a party flavor to it. We put a party flavor to everything we do, and that is the stadium below. That's where we hosted the Cricket World Cup in 2007. Now, at the in the middle of the picture bottom, that's kite surfing. It's a popular trend. It's a growing trend, very big in Antigua, and sailing is a part of our big tradition. We have a nautical tradition, sailing. That's one of the biggest takeaways from our colonial periods. And if you want to learn how to do that, you could. There are many programs offered in the English Harbor area, or if you want to spectate, we have a host of regattas. That is the Antigua Sailing Week, the Classic Yacht Regatta, the RORC Caribbean 600 Challenge. It's not just about sailing because you can watch the sailing in the day but party in the night because you have several nightly shows. But talking about inclusivity, we have a sailing program by the name of Sailability Antigua. So persons who are differently able can learn how to sail. They have the ramps to facilitate the movement of wheelchairs and all that. You could also learn how to do sports fishing. We have a lot of catch and release programs. And I hope you're not too tired right now because I'm going to pass you on to Teacher Kyle and he's going to tell you about the areas where you can find the good information about Antigua and Barbuda with library skills. So over to Teacher Kyle.
All right, so the school day is almost done, but before we go, we need to learn a little bit about some research and how to get more information on Antigua and Barbuda. The first thing we want to point out is our Antigua and Barbuda Travel Agent University. And we know many of you travel professionals are already signed up. We just want to encourage you, if you're not signed up, to go to the website, antiguabarbudata.com, and to get registered, because that is where you can get more information about Antigua. You can take the 6-module program that we have. It's in both French and English, and then you become Antigua and Barbuda certified, which just adds to your credibility with your clients. Of course, once you do get that certification, you will get a social media button, which you can share as this person has done here. You can share that on your social media to let everyone know that you're now an expert on everything Antigua and Barbuda, and you can answer their questions. If you have changed any of your contact information, like an email address, or if you've switched agencies, please do go back into the system and update your contact information, because we want to make sure that we have the most up-to-date contact information for you, because we are always doing incentives or FAMs or just have some other information that we need to share, and we want to make sure that we can reach you when it comes to that time. All right, and I just wanted to share with you something that we're doing right now, messages in the sand. And what we're doing is in Antigua, we're writing these messages in the sand. You saw a bit of it at the beginning of the presentation or before the presentation began. And that's just us in Antigua sharing sharing the soul of the people, and just sharing the love that we have with the globe, with the world, just letting everyone know that we're all in this together and that we are thinking of you. So if you go on any of our social media platforms, on Facebook, Twitter, or on Instagram, you'll see our messages in the sand. Just be sure to comment under the post. You can tag your loved ones, you can tag clients, and you can share messages yourself that you have for these people. We also just wanted to point out that our CEO, Mr. Colin James, he has a message which is on our YouTube page, and feel free to go and view that message. It just gives you an update on the COVID-19 situation in Antigua and Barbuda. Of course, that was almost 2 weeks ago, so things are developing quite quickly. So know that some things might have changed since the publication of that video. And that's what brings us to our last note here. Our main website, Antigua and Barbuda's travel website, which is visitantiguabarbuda.com, that has up-to-date live information about COVID-19. So you can go there just to get the latest, so that you and your clients will be informed of everything that's happening, and all of what we're doing to stay safe and to keep our island safe at this time. Also, the website has just very great general information. It has the list of events that happen throughout the year. It has tour information, accommodation, restaurants, etc. So be familiar with that website. Visit antiguabarbuda.com. All right, and now it is time for an exam. Don't get scared. This is an exam that you cannot fail, because we're really just asking your opinion. We just want to get some feedback from all of you as travel professionals in terms of what your clients are saying, how people are feeling about travel at this time, how we as a tourist board can support you in your efforts. So feel free to take this exam. It's going to pop up after this webinar, and share your feedback. We'll also be emailing out a link to share feedback as well if any of you miss it. But thank you so much for your attention. I'm going to turn you over to Teacher Tameka to wrap up.
Thank you so much, teachers. Thank you so much, agents. Yes, just go back to that one. The exam will be easy, and we would like to encourage everyone to participate. We will appreciate your responses. And in order to show our appreciation, we're going to randomly select 4 of you and send over to you some $25 Amazon gift cards, just so that you could do a little bit of shopping on Amazon and, enjoy yourself at the end of your school day. All right. So I will call back now the Director of Education. Kelly, how are you doing over there?
Good. Wow, Director of Education. I have a very big position here within the school system. So I just would like to say that I am very proud of Vice Principal Zion. She is running, she has a great team of teachers, Teacher Tameka, Teachers Shamoy, and Teacher Kyle. I'm really proud of the way you're running your class day, and all of the students have really behaved wonderfully today. I'm very impressed. Um, but some of the students do have some questions, so I was wondering if we could ask the teachers some questions, and then I think we'll be able to let school out after that. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay. So first off, lots of interaction from the students today. And so I think the teachers, if you would please take a time afterwards once you receive the report to review all of the comments, because there were a lot of them, and that the students were very interactive and having a lot of fun today. So I'm going to actually kick it off with Norel. Norel said, "Hey, teacher." That's just one to start off with, but I'm not going to read them all. There are many of those. So Cheryl, student Cheryl, would like to know, Tameka, are you based in Canada or in Antigua?
Is that Cheryl? Yes, yes, Cheryl. We are
Or
based
maybe
in
where are you right now? She
Toronto.
probably knows where you normally are based, but where are you right now?
I am in the confines of my home in the east end of
And
Toronto. So yes, we're all weathering the storm together, Cheryl.
great. And teacher Tameka, so the Antigua Barbuda tourism office is open in Canada, and you guys are all available to support the students at this time?
We are available remotely, and all the agents, they're quite familiar with my Facebook page, and they have my cell numbers, and emails are best at this point in time in order for us to field out your responses. And sometimes there are a lot coming in, so the better thing to do is to email us, and then we will have the correct person address your situation as it comes in. Surely email me, and we'll have answers for you in quick time.
Great. Maybe when you send out that follow-up report card, I guess, I'm not sure. Maybe you could list to all the students today. Maybe you could list the best email address to use to be sending through questions, things like that. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Great. Okay. Oh, Cheryl also said student travel agents love geography, of course. So there you go. That's great. Um,
Yes, of course.
Yes, yes. And then here we go. Another one. This is kind of fun. Again, I'm not going to read them all out. The left side is the right side because the right side is suicide. So there you go.
Oh, dear
Actually,
Lord.
okay, and you know what? Lots of requests for recipes. So I think in the report card you might have to maybe add a cooking class as an added after school program, because there are some of the students are looking for some recipes. So if you can take a look at that as well, that would be great.
Yes, and
Okay, so
we could probably pull together a pre-recorded webinar for you to upload on that new program that you're doing with some
mhm.
cooking lessons or recipes or the like.
That sounds good. Okay, so question about the university. So this is once we've all graduated and passed all of our classes. We are all now ready to take the specialist program, the university, for example. Do we have to do it annually? Do we have to take it every single year or just once? Is it updated? How does that work?
Okay, so what we try to do, we try to refresh the information on the training program on a regular basis, at least annually. So it would be in your best interest to go back and see what is there. It does give you a new badge, a new badge for each year that you do complete the training program. So um, it gives you the opportunity to boast a little bit about being an Antigua and Barbuda specialist, where you could actually post that button on your social media platform. So you would want to have an updated one that says 2020. So just go on back, and for sure, once you get in, then you would know if your email address is still current, if your contact information. Is quite important that we have the correct information there, because times like these, we would have to send out these Amazon gift cards, and we're doing so through our emails that we would have had for you online, on our database. So it's very important for you to just take a moment and to verify that your information at least is up to date.
That's great. Teacher Kyle, would you mind going back just to the screen before this one here, if you don't mind? Thank you. Okay, let's just sit here for a sec. Okay, so yeah, so the next, so another question was, an agent completed the certification in November 2019. Do I have to do it every year? So you are good for now because you just took it a few months ago, but before, say, November 2020, this year, make sure you go back and get refreshed. Okay, perfect. How long, Teacher Tameka, does it usually take to get through university? If I'm very busy, can I do a little bit each day and break up the courses?
Yes, of course. There's 6 modules, and each take a maximum of about 20 minutes. You're gonna read a chapter, and then there's some questions after 10 questions. However, the questions are not the same every time you go back. So it makes for an exciting learning experience. So just take a moment, maybe do 2 on a Monday and then 1 every other day, and in a week you would have completed it.
Well, that's
And you're good to go.
perfect. That's awesome. Okay, so Michelle, it's more of a comment. An agent that knows Antigua sells it. Antigua, just saying, personal comments. So you know what I love about Antigua? It's not crowded, it's not fast paced, and it's not touristy. It's just that would be just a way to describe it from Cheryl's point of view.
Yes.
Cheryl also wants to know, does Colin James sing?
Mr. James, Mr. James is a jack of all trades,
Oh
and
yeah.
he thinks like it, but he likes to put me on the spot when it comes
Oh,
to that. And
that's
yes, actually, Diane sings too. Say ah, say ah. Okay, she's not singing today.
She's not singing today. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know that anything. We didn't get a chance to have a music class today, but Teacher Tameka, and I personally haven't attended one of her music classes, but I understand that Teacher Tameka has the voice of an angel. So if you're ever with Tameka on one of the famous Antigua and Barbuda FAMs, maybe try and stop in somewhere where they have a little karaoke going on, and Teacher Tameka might put on a music class. I just have to say, everybody. So there you go.
Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Sing right. Oh, stand by me. She's not singing. She's okay.
Oh, that was beautiful, Teacher Tameka. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so Stephanie's question is, what's the status of Barbuda? Are travelers able to visit? Are the hotels open? Maybe not with the current situation, but kind of once everything clears up, is everything up and running?
Yes, once things clear up and we have the all clear, Barbuda is good to go. That is the place you want to retreat to. It's great for clients who are interested in wellness, just to unwind and reset, as we say, and unplug. So yes, Barbuda, you have the beautiful Barbuda Bell that sits on Barbuda 6 cottages. But after we get the all clear, we will come back with more information on the hotels.
That's great. Is it safe to drink the water in Antigua and Barbuda?
We do have potable water, yes, but we encourage persons to boil it at least. But it's safe to use the water for cooking purposes. once it's boiled.
That's
Ryan,
great.
come, baby.
So Teacher Tameka, when will the specialist program be updated next? I know you guys have been busy doing all sorts of things during this I don't know, crazy time right now. I know you've been keeping really busy. Do you have kind of any plans right now to add any new modules, or is anything kind of in the works there?
Yes, actually, we hope to revamp this for about June. So by June of this year, we should have some new information there for you.
That's great. Well, what we'll do is maybe once we have the updates, I'm sure Tameka's so great about communicating that with the I'm the Minister of Education, right? I think something like that. With the ministry, how's that? I will be sure to share with all of the students any updates like that. Okay.
Our director of education.
Yeah. Okay. So if an agent took the course in November 2019, that agent would have received a 2019 badge.
They would have. So you
Okay.
could just breeze through it again. We did some updates at the end of the year, and you could breeze through it so that you could have the more current badge, which is the 2020 badge.
Okay,
And
perfect.
please remember to put this on your email signatures, and also, as you would have heard before, upload it to your social media platforms.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's go back to the Antigua and Barbuda Travel Agent University. So just want to make it, or if I understand correctly, there is a Canadian Antigua Barbuda Specialist program, and we can access that because I believe the majority of us on the line today are Canadian, and you have to access it via Antigua Barbuda TA.com. I do have an agent, Canadian agent, that logged in and looks like possibly has registered for the U.S. Specialist program. So, and taken that course and was not able to record booking. So I think what has to happen is you have to register for the Canadian Specialist course, and then you'll be able to log your Canadian bookings that you make.
Perfect, Director.
Thank you. Okay. I think I really try to know, everything about everything that's going on with my teachers in my classes. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Now let's talk about, I really like to go back to Antigua Barbuda Travel. So what kind of bookings are we logging? So once we've taken the course, we're logging our bookings. What type of bookings qualify?
All bookings for 2020, we do accept bookings in the year that they are booked. So for this year, once you would have made a booking from the 1st of January 2020, please do go back and log those bookings. Bookings that you made in 2019 should have or would have been registered in 2019. So we are rewarding bookings that are made within the year that we give the reward.
Okay, that's excellent. So right now, maybe we didn't know about this program, or we didn't have time to do the program. We have a little time right now. We can actually go on, we take the course, and then we can log bookings that say traveled from, January 1 of this year up until when everything changed. We can still lock those bookings.
Yes, and remember, you do not have to complete the course before starting to log your bookings. You could do them simultaneously, or you could register and then start logging your bookings and take your time and complete the course.
Great. Okay, so Linda, teachers, can you tell us about Barbuda in the terms of accommodations? Hoping to hear that it can preserve its charm in ecotourism. Maybe that's
yes.
another webinar we should do, huh?
Yes, we should do something focused just on Barbuda, and I can assure you that agents who have clients, as I said before, who just want to unwind and unpack all things, Barbuda is the place to be. For accommodations, there is a beautiful 6-cottage hotel on Barbuda called Barbuda Belle. She's a little beauty. The chef on Barbuda Belle, he actually goes out in the day and he puts out his line and he catches fresh fish and he brings it back and cooks for you. That's the kind of love and affection that goes into your meal once it's prepared at Barbuda Belle. You could do some glamping also at Barbuda Belle, the fancy way of doing camping. And there are many guest houses and cottages like Barbuda cottages to choose from. So as Kelly says, this may be another topic in and of itself, but for sure, yes, Barbuda has something to offer. It has the most beautiful beach that you would have ever seen in your life that stretches 17 miles long. And any good day, you could be on a stretch of beach in Barbuda by yourself.
Great. I'm just referring back to a question that was asked earlier. One of the teachers was actually online and responded. So teacher Colin James just made a little note here to share with everyone. See, and he said, teacher Colin said, this is teacher Colin James in Antigua. I can only sing in the shower, not like your Canadian Colin James. So there you go.
Too funny, Mr. James. Yes, teacher James is on.
Okay, next question. Okay, what about getting from Antigua and getting from Antigua to Barbuda? How often are the flights and ferries, of course, once up and running again?
Once up and running, yes, we're speaking in that context. There are 5 ways to get to Barbuda. There is a seaplane. Shamoy could speak more to that. He's the expert on that, geography. There is also a Barbuda ferry. There is, I wouldn't suggest swimming, right? But you could also take circumnavigation across to Barbuda. The distance between Antigua and Barbuda is just about 90 minutes by the ferry. If you're taking the airplane, it is approximately 15 to 20 minutes. So they're very, very close. It's just to understand that you would also need to have your government issued picture ID. Yes, they just need to identify that you're who you say you are. You don't have to do another immigration check, but they just need to verify that you're who you say you are and understand that you would have journeyed from the main island over to Barbuda, and we would welcome you back when you get back.
Okay, great. Okay, so this next question is about logging bookings. So the question was, and I don't know if this type of booking would qualify, but I'll let you answer that, Teacher Tameka. How do you log a cruise booking?
Okay, it's the same. We have asked our persons who have control over the site to ensure that that information is there, that you could at least say that you were logging a cruise and you put in the information just as you would. The unique thing about the cruise is that you are doing stops at many locations, and then you're going to put in the full cost of the cruise, and then for us, we would look at it from the back end from a different perspective, but still do put in your information just so that we know how many of your clients are going to Antigua via cruises.
Okay, and that was the question. So how do you log the cruise booking? Do you add the total cost? So yes, just add the total cost of the overall cruise and go from there. Okay, perfect. Okay, so yeah, agents jumping in about this Barbuda webinar, saying yes, please. I have a honeymoon couple at the Barbuda Belle and a webinar on that, like Barbuda focus would be amazing. So yeah, she has a honeymoon couple that are interested in that property, so that would be great and helpful. So we'll talk about that, Teacher Tameka. So have to add that.
Even before the webinar, feel free to reach out to us so that you could gather that information, start presenting those information to your clients, have them salivating about the destination, and by the time things are up and running, we're all just ready to book and to head to the world's most beautiful twin gems, Antigua and Barbuda.
Beautiful. Okay, so next question, is this being recorded? Yes, we did record it. It's recording right now. It's going to be posted on the dedicated Antigua and Barbuda page, usually within 24 hours. Also, I'll throw it up on my Facebook Canada Spoiled Agent group. Usually I'll have it up there within the hour. And of course, spoiledwebinars.com. So that's the site. It's been there for a while, but I haven't really, drawn too much attention to it because you could always just log into Spoiled Agent and then just click on webinars, and it took you over to this other other site, spoiledwebinars.com, that has all of our recorded webinars that we've pretty much ever done, or up to at least a year ago. So this webinar will be posted there within the hour as well, and you can watch it anytime you like. We are doing a contest right now called Watch and Win, as for all travel agents. All agents on this live session today, I am automatically going to take all of your names and enter them into the draw, into my week 2 Watch and Win contest for a chance to win from Spoiled Agent a $250 gift card. We will be announcing the winner next Monday. Okay, so this is just totally set aside from today. Okay. Yeah, actually, how many are on this webinar? Yeah, I think we have over 80 on the webinar. So there you go. And you're so welcome. So I would just love to thank all of my teachers, my amazing teachers, and they really, I know, have been working hard at putting together this amazing virtual classroom. We had to change things up quite suddenly, and I gave them the go to hurry up and get this virtual class done. And I think you guys have all done amazing, and you guys all get bonuses this year. If teachers get bonuses, I'm giving them to you, the top of the line. And also for the Amazon gift card prizes for agents that just, again, everybody here is here because they want to be here, because they want to learn about Antigua and Barbuda. And we didn't offer any prizes for this. This was just, here we are, come and join. So everyone here is because you guys want to be. So it's so nice that you guys are offering these prizes just because that's awesome. You guys are amazing, and we love, and I'm sure everyone's going to comment. I really hope you do right now, and just tell everybody how much you love Antigua and Barbuda. Remember to take the survey. Really important. It's just going to pop up. Please do this for Tameka and Kyle, teacher Kyle and teacher Chamoy. They've worked really hard, so please take the survey. And I'm going to hand it over to teacher Tameka and Principal Zion to sign things off. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day, everybody. Please go ahead, Tameka.
All right. Thank you so much, Kelly. And again, we could not have done this without you and your awesome platform, Spoiled Agent. Canada agents, you rock, and stay well, stay safe. Just love each other and take care of each other, take care of yourselves. And we will see you soon in person. But until then, stay strong until we reset.